Morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Hi everyone, how are we all doing? Happy Friday!
Yeah.
Happy Friday! Yay, we made it! We made it to another week.
Yeah.
How's your week's been?
Yeah. Well, my week's been great. I spent half of it down here with Adrian, so he's not so sure.
Yeah, hey, yeah,
No,
of
I'm
course,
just
yeah.
joking. No, I've been down here since Wednesday evening. So, although yesterday was also a work day, so yeah, but we've been busy doing lots behind the scenes. We've got lots coming up. Um, Next week, we've got Adele's big relax and unwind event on Saturday, the 20th. I know a lot of people, certainly in the Surrey area, will be coming along to that. And then the following week, we have our day retreat. On the 28th. And we've only got two spaces
We've only got
left
two spaces
for
left.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's amazing. So that's all coming together lovely as well.
That time
Yeah,
has gone by so quickly, hasn't it?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Almost time to plan the next.
Yeah, yeah. Our summer retreat. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Um,
Can I just say, just like there's something strange.
what's that?
Like we're together.
Yes, we're together. Absolutely. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. Um,
You're real. You're real. Am I? Yes, I am.
no, you're a fantasy.
I'm an illusion.
Yeah. Um, well, so welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We'd love to see who's here. We'd love to have some love, share with everyone. Hi, Terry Louise, welcome. You said hello to Richard as well. Hello, Richard, Adrian and Jay. Thank you, Terry Louise. Hello to you. Pamela Watson, good evening from New South Wales, Australia. Amazing. Good evening to you.
Let us know what time it is for you as well. Yeah, be interested to know the time. Elaine, hi. Elaine Milton. So good morning from you in sunny Lincolnshire. Yeah. So it's nice and sunny down here actually in Kent. I mean, I'm looking up, but I've got the blind closed up there because it was a bit too bright. It made us look like really vibrant. And Rhonda, is that pushing? From sunny Norfolk. So it looks like the UK is bathing in some sun
Yeah,
finally. We
absolutely. I
need
mean,
it. Yeah.
yeah, yesterday we went out and I did say that the air felt a little bit warmer. Good morning, Helen. Good
Hi,
morning, beautiful
Helen.
lady. How are you this morning? Yeah, we went out and I said the wind felt just a little bit
Mm.
warmer. So we're right by the sea here, and so you normally get quite a cutting breeze that comes through, but it was nice and yeah, really a lot warmer yesterday.
The last few days down here in
Mm.
Broadstairs has just been so windy. It's been unreal, like really strong gusts. I thought the house was going to blow away at one point. I thought it was going to be like Dorothy.
Yeah.
So Coral Green, hi, how are you? Where are you tuning in from today? Oh yeah, duckies. Are they ducklings? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. So
Uh,
it's 8:05 in the evening for you, Pamela, in New
okay.
South Wales. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Karen Marshall Kearns from Ontario in Canada. I do love Canada.
Good morning. Good
I do
morning.
love Canada.
Terry Louise is saying hello to everyone. Sophie and Emily say hello. Oh no, Sophie and Emily say hello to you all. Are they your children?
Okay,
Good
lovely.
morning. Are you enjoying half term? Is everyone enjoying half term? Looking forward to going back to school next week. In the UK anyway. Or parts of the UK.
Yeah.
Hi Kath. Hello, how are you today? I hope you're well.
And where are you from, Kath, as well?
Oh, happy birthday,
Oh,
Taylor. Taylor? Taylor? How do you say your name? Tella. Good morning. Happy birthday to you.
Lovely. And Anne Davies, hi there. Oh, is that your little one with you in the photo there?
Sweet.
Lovely. And where are you beaming in from today?
Hello, Melanie. Hello, hello.
And Marcel, hi Marcel, how are you doing? Seems like we've got quite a few new people.
JJ, yeah,
New
JJ,
people today. That's
morning. Good
great.
morning. Good
Yeah.
morning.
They're not looking forward to going back to school, but I bet you are.
Shh, don't say things like that. I'm sure she's been enjoying the time with them if she's had
Of
time
course,
off with them.
of course, of course. But time for the self as
Yes,
well,
yes,
as
yes.
we know, is just as important.
Yes, well, I mean, I was working this half term most of it anyway, so the children didn't see very much of me. Hello from Brisbane, Kim. Hello, hello. And you'll be in the evening there as well.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Well, you can catch up later on.
Replay. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe I'll see you later next week for meditation group.
Yep. And Serena. Hi, Serena. How are you doing? Where are you tuning in from? And Anne is from Wales, and it's your grandson.
Aww.
Lovely. Lovely.
Sweet.
Huh. Well, so
has anyone got any questions for us or anything they'd like us to look into? You know, any ideas that you'd like us to explore together? We do have a meditation coming up a little bit later. I'm really excited about that.
It's a lovely meditation. It's a lovely meditation. Yeah.
It was inspired really from it was inspired yesterday from our walk out in nature. Oh, you work in a school, so you're fortunate to get half terms, but you're ready to go back to work. Fabulous. Yeah. Amazing that you get that time with them. Hi, Peter from Australia as well. Awesome. Good evening to you. And Helen from Manchester. Hi. She goes, hi, everyone. So yes, so the meditation was inspired really by by being out in nature and enjoying all that we're given, you know, the gifts that we're given from being out in nature, the grounding, the sea, the animals.
The animals. Yep.
The other people as well. Yeah. So, you know, that's where it sort of came from. We came in and we did our meditation ourselves because we do meditation twice a day. And following that, I asked for some guidance from my guides. Yeah, and we came up with a nice meditation for you. Spirit guides, when they seem to be quiet, but you need advice.
Okay. Is anything you can explore?
Okay. When they seem to be quiet. Okay. I get where you're coming from, but in that moment when it seems that they're quiet, are you grounded and connected to yourself in that time? Because when working with spirit, it's important to be grounded and connected to the self. As much as we feel that, you know, spirit can help and others can help us, they can only do so when we're ready within ourselves. So maybe try just some basic aspects of connecting with the self, focusing on your breathing, focusing on where you are. Maybe bring some crystals into play. Are you asking the question in a different way? Perhaps you could try asking the question in a different way as well. Once you feel sort of that you're grounded, that you're connected with the self, try asking your question in a different way. Another thing could be that it's not the right time for you to have that answer. And what you can do as well is, you know, put your question on a piece of paper, and then you might find that you wake in the night and you've got your answer, and then you've got the paper there to write down as well. Have you any thoughts on that?
Well, something that came to mind actually, as you were saying that, is the idea of asking the question before you go to sleep. So just reiterating the question in your mind, and you often get the answers whilst you're sleeping, and you'll wake up with the clarity that you're looking for. So that could be another tactic to try.
Yeah.
Is asking it before going to sleep, or as you say, writing the question down. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can also focus on meditating, maybe a short meditation to connect with the self, to connect with your guides, and then ask the question again. Quite often after meditation, you feel a certain level of clarity that's different
Yeah.
to any other time. So
that might be a good time then actually to ask the question.
Yeah.
Not immediately after you've meditated, maybe leave it
Yeah.
a little bit, because it's important to get the rest afterwards as well. But a short while after you've meditated, while you are still feeling the positive effects and benefits of meditating, then try again to ask the question. So, lovely question. Yeah.
Thank you, JJ, for your question.
Thank you, JJ. Yeah, it's lovely. So, yeah, any other questions at all? Any help that you're looking for? So, JJ's saying, yes, I'm asking for the guidance and help with sorting the situation. Maybe things happen in the background, but it's confusing. So I think that's where the clarity will help you. The meditation will help you. So if you meditate at all, then that will certainly help with that clarity.
I think sometimes, and the thing is, sometimes that the answers that you think you're looking for are not actually the answers.
Well, we think we want the answers in terms of what we need.
Yeah.
Right.
So
talk a lot about that.
So spirit will be working on your behalf. You may not see it, you may not hear it, you may not feel it, you may feel that everything is going against you.
But everything is designed and meant to move you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Evolution.
Yeah. And, you know, when there's a situation, whether it's past, present, or future, you know, you can send positive thoughts. I mean, as a Reiki master, or even as anyone who does Reiki, even from level 1, will know that you can send Reiki to situations past, present, or future, which will change the energy around that for you. Because, you know, spirit is working with you in all of those levels.
Helen, so need a meditation, don't know why, but the energy at the moment is heavy and I feel agitated. Right. Well, so we've just had a particularly powerful eclipse at the beginning of the week on Monday, which also at the same time, we didn't just have one planetary conjunction, we had 3. So actually, there was a cluster of celestial objects all pretty much together in the sky at the time of the eclipse, and actually in the position of where the eclipse was. So you wouldn't have been able to see this anyway, because it all happened in the direction of the sun. But these conjunctions were sort of overlaid, which made 3 powerful kind of interconnected conjunctions taking place. So you've had that. Also, yesterday, we had another conjunction, a powerful conjunction, which was between Saturn and Mars, which has brought up uh, the feelings of agitation, the feelings of anxiety, the feelings of frustration. Impatience is
Mhm.
another one as well that that particular conjunction has stirred up. So if this is a recent thing, if you're feeling, if you've been feeling this recently, that may be why you may be sensitive to the energetic influence of the celestial events that are taking place. So it could be that your intuitive, empathic nature um, is more influenced by the astrological elements than maybe what you
Yeah.
previously were led to believe.
I mean, yeah, that's right. And Helen, I mean, if you're aware of your natal chart and your ruling planets and things like that, sometimes it'll make a lot more sense. So yesterday we were talking about that, weren't we?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
of those elements of frustration and impatience being around, and talking about how that relates to our own personal charts. Um, Adrian did my chart a few years ago now, and yeah, it does make more sense now when I know something. Um, yeah, yeah,
yeah. So okay, so the stress element is one thing. So a couple of things to say, okay, just on the back end of what Jay's just said. So first of all, um, understanding a bit more about your astrological chart can really help with since it's not going to be weak. Oh,
oh,
bless you. Oh, yeah. Um, it can really help you understand. It's not really about your relationship with the object. It's more about the relationship and the understanding of why certain things happen within you, and how it may be influenced by certain qualities of certain objects. Mars being a particularly strong malefic celestial object. The same with Jupiter as well. They all have all the celestial objects. I'm saying celestial objects, not planets, because you've also got Chiron, which is an asteroid. Um, and Pluto, which was declassified as a planet. Poor Pluto. Um, so the objects will each have varying degrees of influences on you, but as I say, it's more about the understanding of why I express myself in this particular way. And so helping to understand what the energetic influence is at the time of birth and how that then carries on throughout your life, having a birth chart reading will really help with that. So if you're interested, it's something I offer. So feel free to reach out and get in touch about that. I'm more than happy to arrange to do a birth chart reading. I'll do quite a detailed thing. You have an hour's consultation as well with me where we just go through either things that you want to know, if there's specific things you want to find out, you can let me know and I'll focus and concentrate on those areas, or I can just do a broad and generic reading, entirely up to you. The other thing, just to pick up on what you said just a moment ago about the stress. So take a look at our Facebook page, Synergy Holistic Healing Facebook page. And what you'll see on there is a couple of videos, live streams that I've just recently done. I'm doing a series at the moment that is looking at stress and how stress is connected to manifestation. And you might think, hold on a minute, those two are very polar things. How can they be related? Well, it's about blockages. It's about what stress does to get in the way of what you want to manifest for yourself in your life. So if you are feeling particularly stressed, then it could be that there are some blockages, there's some resistances that's going on that's been maybe triggered because of the astrological events. Maybe that's been triggered within you. So you already hold the stress within you, and that's why you express yourself in that particular way. But where did that stress come from? It came from a trigger, it came from a point in your past that left a lasting impression. And so, because it's never been resolved, it's remained in your physiology, it's stuck, and it's now turned into a source of stress for you. and then how that is then expressed is through your behavior, through your belief systems, your attitudes, and the things you say, and emotions, all that kind of stuff. So take a look at just have a quick look at our Facebook page, Synergy Holistic Healing, and you'll see them there. I did one yesterday. Took people through the first step of my active resonance technique, just identifying and tuning in to what those triggers are behind the stress. So did that yesterday, and last week's was just a discussion around what stress is and how does it manifest physiologically and energetically as well, and how it relates to manifestation. So feel free to check those videos out, yeah, for some more context with that.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to next week's, because that's the release and refill. That's where we get all the good stuff in.
All the good stuff. That's all the good stuff. Yeah.
So thank you, Helen. Sending you lots of love and light. Yeah. Just remember to take good care of yourself. I'm glad you're here, and you know what you need. You need a bit of love and care and meditation.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Anna's saying the new beginning season is all about cutting cords, and that is going to upset and stir emotions. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I think, where you've got that how did I say it last week? Oh, I can't remember, but the polarity or the difference between the usual new moon, new beginnings, and what we were experiencing at the moment, which is inclusive of both the lunar eclipse and also the solar eclipse. You're gonna maybe feel a bit dizzy, a bit tired, a bit out of sorts.
Both those things have happened very close together.
And like you say, it's a fantastic point to start again from, but there's a lot of stuff that has to fall away during this time. So you might feel like, whoa, what's going on? There's huge transformations happening, but it might not feel like that too. You might feel a bit like chaos. And that's where if you feel into the self and you focus on that self-care. I myself, last week I was just almost constantly dizzy. Even when I was sleeping, I was dizzy. And we both had a day or so earlier this week where we were absolutely zonked.
Like somebody just pulled the power cord out.
He went for a sleep in the day. It worried me because he went to sleep for about 3 hours.
I was only expecting to have a quick power nap for like 15 minutes. 3 hours later. Oops. And my body obviously needed it. Clearly. That's what I needed.
Absolutely. And
so, you do what is needed for yourself.
And I had the same a couple of weeks ago, didn't I?
The same thing. Where is she? What's going on?
I just want to get closure to a situation if one passes. So it's an interesting thought process. And I guess it also will depend on where you are in your journey. Because how do you get closure from a situation if someone passes? It's sort of if you believe in spirit and in the higher self, then there's still that opportunity. There's still that channel to be able to resolve and receive closure. If you're talking more pragmatic, perhaps, than that, then what I would say is that it's all within the self. Again, it's all within the self, and it is because the work that we do, both the Reiki and the shadow work, the energy work that we do, it's all about working on the self. The only person that we can work on is ourselves.
Yeah.
And those stresses, those situations that have been between you and another, you can find that closure in yourself, in your acceptance of that situation. It might take some time. It might well take some time. And you may say, but they were at fault. Okay. Or that was a bad situation and it was out of my control. Okay, so it was out of your control. Don't allow it to have a hold over you. Release that part of you that feels tied to that situation. Or, like I say, in terms of Reiki, if you are in any way Reiki attuned, you can send Reiki to that situation, which will assist you in feeling a different way about that as well.
Yeah. I think what you were saying to begin with about where you are in your own journey, I think that's quite key. Because it's not just about falling on a foundation of belief. If you believe, I'm assuming that somebody has passed for you. It's a loved one. It was somebody that was close to you, or maybe it's somebody that you know that is on that path. So whether you believe it, whether your faith is whether your faith is one that individual is never really actually truly gone, and it's a process of transformation, or even if your belief is not that. At the end of the day, what's important to also recognize is that you had that connection with that individual whilst they were here, present. They've left a lasting impression. They've made a difference in the world in some way. And so that individual is never really truly gone. There are still elements of that individual that is left here. Whether your faith is spiritual, religious, or anything like that, or not, if that individual had children, there's a generational thing happening there. So we're never really truly gone. But if you want to kind of explore it from that spiritual realm, the nature of evolution by its own definition is to evolve. And so what we mean by that is that although there's endings to things, there's always beginnings. And we can't sit here now and categorically, evidentially say, yes, that when we die, we pass on, we will go to spirit, or we go back to source, or, whatever that destination might look like. But at the same time, we can fall onto a foundation, onto a belief, into knowing that actually that individual is now good, now at peace in some way. We can be at peace with that as well. We can find that peace. It might take time for that to happen. But whenever there is an ending, there's always a new beginning. And the question there is about how does one get closure? So, and this is why I come back to that point, what Jay was saying at the beginning about where you are. You can meditate. If you're connected religiously, go to your local church and pray. If you want to do something for yourself, I think that's the key, is to do something for yourself where you feel that you can get that closure. And it could be writing a letter to that individual, and then kind of doing a fire ceremony, It could be whatever you feel. This is the most important thing. Whatever you feel will allow you to get that closure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, there was the lady at Adele's the other night. Obviously this is not my story to tell, but the premise of it is the same. If you feel better in talking, at the Harry Edwards healing sanctuary, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I've not been there myself. I've heard about a lot about it. This lady was saying there's a phone box there, and
oh yes, at the end of the garden,
and she had a situation where she wanted to resolve something with this person who just passed, and she hadn't felt that in the time while the person was alive that it was the right time. She went to this phone box and she spoke to this person as such. She said from her higher self to their higher self. If you don't believe in that, that's fair enough. But just getting it out there, I think, can be really therapeutic.
Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, I hope that does help.
Again, do reach out if you feel that we can help you more on a one-to-one basis as well. Because obviously we only know what you've said here, and you may not wish to divulge further on live stream. So
yeah. Thank you, Denise. Yeah. Thank you. So should we think about moving on into the meditation?
Yeah.
We have a meditation to do.
Yeah. What does Richard think? Are we going to have a break in between?
What we're going to do is have a quick break, and we'll come back shortly, and Jay will lead us into a rather beautiful guided meditation. So,
and then we'll pull some cards afterwards.
Yeah, and if you've got any more questions as well, feel free to ask more questions. We can answer that as well. But yeah, we'll be doing some card pulls later on as well. So join us back here in a couple of minutes' time. We'll see you soon.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, SPTV is joined by another guest who will be demonstrating their mediumship abilities by offering free readings to our viewers.
Welcome back, guys. That was a very quick break.
Oh, we forgot to mention this evening's show with Ashley is cancelled. However, I think Richard said he's live on TikTok at 10 o'clock this evening. Oh, half 7, 8. Sorry.
Right. Yeah.
Why did I say 10 o'clock? I don't know. So yeah, so to 7, 8 o'clock, Rich is going to be on TikTok.
Ashley.
No, Ashley. No, Ashley.
No,
tonight.
Ashley tonight.
Rich.
Rich is not. I'll just be quiet. I'm just gonna get ready for the meditation.
Yeah, let's all do that. Let's all get ready for the meditation.
Nice.
We just get yourselves prepared. You can either sit forward so you can lie down. Just make sure you're nice and comfortable. Grab a blanket, cushions, pillows, whatever makes you feel good. If you're outside, you might want to have your feet on the ground. If you're inside, you might want to take off your socks and shoes. Ground yourself on the floor. Cute Adrian taking his socks off. So yeah, just sit or lie down while listening to this meditation. And as you sit or lie there, just simply close your eyes. As when we close our eyes, we take our focus inwards. And in taking our focus inwards, we understand that where focus goes, energy flows. You feel your breath coming in and your breath going out. We breathe without being consciously aware of it. Just let your breath come in and your breath go out at your normal rhythm, without judgment or critique. And simply focus on it and connect with it. And as you connect with it, you feel yourself relax. Your breath going in and your breath going out. Notice any tension being held in your body. And continue to breathe deeply. Feeling yourself relax even further. Now you've connected with your breath and you're feeling really relaxed. Every living thing has a connection with Gaia. That connection creates strong healing for each of us and the world as a whole. Gaia offers us divine love and nourishment of our bodies and souls. We offer little in return. She requests love and connection. Can you offer this to her? Now visualize yourself surrounded by the loving energy of Mother Gaia, the nurturing spirit of the earth. Feel her presence beneath you, supporting and grounding you. In your mind's eye, you see yourself placing your bare hands and feet in her earth to return the energy and life force that we harvest. Touching the earth, feel your bare feet in the grass. Then you may lay down or sit on a spot of earth where you can feel the energy transfer from her to you. Let your energy fields mix. Feel yourself being grounded and empowered as you're surrounded by her energy. You sit or lie quietly and just listen, letting the sounds of nature wash over you and release any negativity to the energy that is washing through you. As you listen to the sounds around you, you might imagine the gentle rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, or the soothing flow of a nearby stream. Allow these sounds to transport you to a state of peace and tranquility. As you continue sitting or lying there, you connect with and visualize your spirit animal guides nearby. These wise and loving creatures are here to support you on your journey. Feel their presence beside you, offering guidance and protection. Now take a moment to reflect on the guidance from your spirit animals as you visualize your deepest desires and aspirations, what you truly wish to manifest into your life. You might want to visualize these intentions as seeds being planted in the fertile ground of your soul. As you continue to sit or lie there, imagine these seeds taking root and sprouting into vibrant plants, See them growing strong and tall, reaching towards the sun. Knowing that your intentions have the power to manifest in your life. Now let's take a moment to express gratitude for the abundance of blessings in our lives. Feeling a sense of appreciation for the beauty of nature, the support of Mother Gaia, and the guidance of our spirit animal guides. Thank you, Gaia, the mother of all. We honor you as we honor our own divinity. We feel your love surrounding us as you increase our life force energy, our positivity, and spirituality, allowing us to enjoy all the gifts that flow freely to us every day. And as you start to bring your awareness back to your breath, thank yourself for taking the time to focus inwardly on the self. Feeling your breath coming in and your breath going out as you start to bring your awareness back into the room. Back into your body. Reconnecting with your breath. Take a moment to feel yourself sitting in this presence, and as you do so, still with your eyes closed, take your hands, palms together, to your heart center, and I'd like you to think of just one thing you can be grateful for today. Then slowly at first, and then faster and faster, rub your palms together, activating the palm chakras. Then place your hands over your eyes, feeling the heat from the hands being absorbed by them. Slowly and gently, and when you're ready, blink open your eyes while keeping the hands over them. Take a few moments to do so. There is no rush. Gentle on the senses when you come out of meditation. So when you're ready, slowly leave your hands away and bring your attention fully back into the here and now. Namaste.
Namaste. Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wakey wakey time.
Wakey wakey time. Wow. Thank you, darling. As always.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I really enjoyed the connecting with nature and with Mother Gaia. I think that's very fitting for right now as well, given sort of what's been going on astrologically and stuff, reconnecting back to the planet, back to the self,
Yeah,
getting that grounding in, all that energy that's floating around.
for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Mand. Yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah. Really nice.
Yeah, I think as well, we don't, well, we take for granted a lot of these things, don't we? Nature, Mother Gaia,
Living by the sea.
living by the sea. Oh, bless you, Helen. I hope that was restful for you and has helped your energy. You say you loved it. I'm glad that you loved it. And I hope it has helped you in a way with what you were feeling earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true though that we take for granted nature, living by the sea, living in the countryside. I love living in the countryside. I mean, you're more like suburban, but I'm properly in the countryside where I live in
I'm a
Surrey.
city boy, baby. I'm a city boy. Yeah. Take the boy out of the city, but not the city out of the boy. Yeah. True.
But no, I love living in the countryside, and where I live in Surrey, there's so many beautiful places to go. And on my Friday afternoon meditation group in Lightwater, we quite often go for a little walk, just because we're in the middle of the Lightwater Country Park, and it's just really lovely to get that grounding in, and to connect with each other, connect with nature afterwards as well. So if you get a chance after this, maybe get out yourselves into nature, just look at the little things. I mean, yesterday we saw some fascinating things.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
We'll maybe share them on our page later on. I noticed like this clump in the hedge, and I was like, what is that?
It was bigger than a clump.
So it was probably
it's bigger than a fish.
Yeah, it was about this size, and it looked like a web, and I thought, oh, something big's been caught in a web. And we took a little closer of a look. I didn't want to look too close because you just don't know what it is, right? So, but then we got closer and closer, and it was a whole army of
yes.
caterpillars. Baby, tiny little baby caterpillars.
Yes.
And they were all there's hundreds of them. And they were all still, except for one. There was one just outside, and he was like wiggling around. Okay.
Right. So there's this comment from Mel.
Melcy.
I feel it would be amazing for me today. Is that the Mel C? Okay. Interesting if it was tuning into our spiritual channel. That'd be awesome.
I feel it will be amazing for me today. We'll get out in nature, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it's something that we'll do, actually. So I was saying about this army of caterpillars. They were all just dead still, except for this one little one, and it was out, and it was wiggling
marching
around.
along.
Yeah, and very fascinating. I could have stood and just looked at it for ages. Georgina, Van. I'm grateful that I can get out and walk in nature. Yes. Oh, Sam, I'm glad it was just what you needed. That's fabulous.
That's brilliant.
No, thank you for giving yourself the time to be here. And so thank you. Yeah. Oh, cute doggy.
And that's the thing, you don't necessarily need to live by the sea. You don't need to necessarily live in the countryside. You can be in the city, and there's always going to be nature there. There's always, even like a city like London, you've got Hyde Park. There's always parks all over the place,
Yeah.
But
we
just putting a flower box out. A trap, you provide it, it will come. You know? So
yeah. When we went and stood out in your back garden yesterday. Didn't we?
Yeah.
Before, because we had a load of stuff to do in the day before we went out in the afternoon. So we just went and stood in the garden for a few minutes, grounding.
Yeah. So, shall we do some card readings? Who would like to have some card readings pulled for them? So you're in for a bit of a treat because we've got a bit of a variety of cards with us this time. So we've got two types of animal cards.
Yeah.
Spirit animal cards, if I can say the words. We've got daily guidance, so angel oracle cards. We've got chakra cards, and what's the other one that you've got there? Mindful moments.
Do you know what I would absolutely love? If anyone has any reflections to share from the meditation as well, did any animals come through for you? That would be interesting to know.
When did? He was there. Yeah.
Adrian's Adrian Jay.
Yeah, my panther.
Adrian's got a Black Panther. Terry Louise. Okay.
We've got an abundance of options for you. What would you like?
But we can't really wait for the response because it'll take.
Well, should we do a general reading then?
Should we do a general reading?
Do a general reading, and then if anybody wants to have an individual one. So what do we got?
We've got the small spirit animal cards that are perfect for my little hands. And we've got mindful moments.
Yep.
Also perfect for my little hands.
Then we've got the large spirit animals. We've got chakra. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm going off time. That's because I'm sort of leaning off. All right, let's do a general reading then.
So we'll just do one of each for the general reading then, yeah?
Yeah, general is good, thank you.
Turn knowledge into wisdom.
Wolf spirit.
So what's interesting about this card is, it's the
So this is the general reading card.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about this I see is like the feathers around the eyes. The feathers to me symbolize the angelic realms. So maybe, turning knowledge into wisdom in this case is about relating to your third eye, your higher self, your guides, listening to what wisdom it is that they have to share with you.
What's wolf is also guidance.
Yeah,
guidance and wisdom.
Yeah. But it's about tuning into that higher self and to listening to your guides, your higher self. So then we have the physical body. Yeah. It's interesting in looking at this. It's almost like so she's got all those like bangles, but they could be considered weights. Are you looking after your body well, or do you need to get out and get free, get out into nature? Is there something about your physical body that's holding you back from doing what it is that you'd like to do?
So Terry's asking a question. I'm not quite sure how I'm meant to get the wisdom from my guides. Okay. Is that like a practical question in terms of how to access that wisdom?
Yeah. Well, like I think I said earlier, it's a lot of it is around quietening your mind, grounding into yourself, connecting to yourself, and then listening for those quiet voices, those little synchronicities, seeing those little synchronicities as you go about your day. As you connect more and more to the self, more and more spiritually, those signs and those guides will become stronger and louder, and and sometimes different people tune into the guides in different ways. Okay, so just because one person says, oh, I hear all of this stuff from my guides, doesn't mean that you will. Because another person says that they see all of these things from their guides, doesn't mean that you will. Or because someone feels what they are, what they're meant to do, just because someone feels that in their body. So listening to your intuition, absolutely. Yeah, that is exactly where it starts. That's exactly where it starts. And yeah, exactly. Perfect. So do you want to continue with this general reading? I think Terry Louise is kind of resonating with us as well. So
But let's do a chakra one. Let's do a chakra reading.
Yes, listening to
maybe get a confirmation there, possibly.
Well,
I mean, obviously this is general reading.
It's a general reading.
General
maybe
reading.
Terry is resonating with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Or Terry, if this is not resonating with you, we did decide to do a general reading whilst you take time to sort of let us know what cards you'd like.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pull 3 cards. There we go. All filled out. So we've got a problem area, the blockage, and the solution. So the first card that came out was throat chakra. Get this into camera. Yeah. So that's our first card. So expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And then the blockage here is quest, which interestingly is another throat chakra card. And then the solution to that is a heart chakra card, which is wisdom. Wisdom.
Sure. I'm finding it interesting. So I'm looking at these cards.
Terry's resonating with what we're saying.
Yeah. Looking at these cards, look at this. This lady is pregnant with the earth.
Mother Gaia.
Mother Gaia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show it up again.
Yeah. So that's really interesting. don't know if that's going to come out clearly. So the lady on that, what is that on the where it's the left, yeah. She's holding a planet. She's also pregnant there.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
And then on this one as well, you've got nature and you've got like a river almost underneath this lady.
Mm-hmm. It's a quest. It's almost like she's hovering over the river.
Yeah. You can see the nature, you can see the bulrushes and things.
Yeah.
So it's definitely about getting out in nature. And then so you've got again like a Mother Gaia figure here, and then there's like a fatherly figure as well. And you've got the dove. So the dove is again.
Is it not the same lady?
Oh, okay, yeah, it could be.
It's the same lady. That's amazing. It's the same lady. So what was that? So this is the problem area, and the solution has basically the same lady.
Yeah, but the interesting thing there, I think, is it's about that balance. It's about that balance, and it's the heart chakra, and that's your middle chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the balance between masculine and feminine, dark and light, and it's around balancing your energy in a way through being out in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to both the masculine and the feminine. Yeah.
So the problem area being expansion. So that means potentially not allowing yourself growth, and not allowing. Well, it's not really about allowing yourself the growth, but the growth area, that expansion, the acquisition of things is the area that you may be finding problematic.
These look like spirit.
Yeah. Quest is the blockage, and because both of these are blue cards, throat chakra cards, are you not? So quest is about the journey. Quest is about traveling distance, and so therefore, are you not expressing what you, in terms of where you want to go, the destination that you want to reach? Maybe you're struggling to communicate that, to convey that. Maybe you're struggling to see that in some way, where the end goal is, and the journey between here and here for you is just not clear enough. There's a kind of a murkiness between the 2 points, and just not being able to see that clarity. So the solution for you is to open up to that wisdom, to the guidance, and feeling that intuitively within your heart space, to know then, okay, well, this is what my destination should be. This is what the guides are telling me. This is what my intuition is telling me to do. Yes, to do with my heart, so I understand that. Definitely need to balance it out. Maybe a walk in nature will clear my mind. Yeah, for sure.
So again, in this first card, so this is the problem area. You've got here in this card a couple of spirit guides, and actually an owl, which usually relates to wisdom. The wisdom of your spirit guides, which relates to the final solution.
The same guy.
And it's the same
guy. It's the same spirit. This sort of stuff just really fascinates me. It really does. So if the camera can pick this up, so basically on both these cards, we've got the masculine energy that in one card, in the blue card, is appearing as the spirit, and then in the solution card, he's there in physical form. It's the same character.
Yeah. And you also have
Fascinating.
with the spirit guides that wisdom, that the owl, which signifies wisdom. And obviously the solution is listening to your heart, that balance between the masculine and the feminine to bring inner peace.
Oh,
You got shivers.
shivers down my spine. Not
Um,
expressing myself, struggling to see the end goal. Yeah. So there we go.
so it looks like, Terry, that resonated very much with you. That's lovely. So is there anyone else that would like a card pull at all? If there's anyone with a specific card that they'd like?
Yeah. Yeah. So who we got then?
Thank you, Terry, for your
Yeah.
feedback. Amazing. Again, you know, do get in touch if there's anything that we can help you with on a one-to-one.
Yeah.
Glad it's helped you. Amazing.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. That's
thank
great.
you for listening.
And just also building on what Jay just said there, we do offer discovery calls as well, 30 minutes discovery calls, no obligation, just to discuss and go over what problems you may be experiencing and how we might be able to help you. So again, you can book that through the website. So is that Sandy? Yep. So what should we do for Sandy? Should we do? We'll draw into the angels one.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to do an oracle card reading for you, Sandy. So I invite you just to close your eyes and take a breath in. What does Sandy need to know? Oh, there we go. That came out quite quickly. So we've got 2 cards here for you, Sandy. So the cards here, interesting. So the first card here is, what do you desire? What do you desire? Yeah. Did you want to read it?
Sorry, you carry on with that. I'm just gonna.
Okay, and then the second card, so you had 2 cards that came out for you, is new partner. That's right. Here we go. New partner. Shall we read statements out?
Yeah, can I have a look at that?
Yeah. So what do you desire? You know you have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you are ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. And for the new partner card, it reads, a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You'll recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So, does that resonate with you at all, Sandy? It's like a new partner is on the horizon for you. Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you're desiring at the moment? It's interesting how both those 2. So, sure. So, let's define that. So, it doesn't have to mean a romantic relationship if you know, if that's not how you connect with it. Are you in business? Are you looking for a business partner? It could be a new friendship that's about to form, a new acquaintance. It could manifest in any way. So
Could be also a new guide. Who's interesting in the second and oh, she just got
she's got a new partner.
Amazing. But also, so yeah, just continue to what I say as well is that the unicorn is like angelic, and so is the lady. So
Right.
maybe
Angel. So a guide.
connecting with a new guide, spirit animal guide. Is it a horse or is it a unicorn? Actually, so it looks like a horse, a winged
Well,
horse.
it's Pegasus. That looks like Pegasus. Yeah, winged horse.
That's lovely that you just got a new partner. So that's amazing. So you're clearly in that energy space as well.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Lovely. Well, thank you for your request there. So who else have we got?
There was that lady earlier who asked about the conclusion of a situation, and her name did come up. I'd quite like to
Okay.
look up. Can't remember the name, but there's a picture of her with an older lady in the profile. Yeah, there, yeah, this lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want what you drawn to?
Chakras.
The chakras.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I might help her with some
Get some clarity.
yeah.
Okay, Denise. So this one is for you. If you want to just close your eyes, take a breath in, focus inwards, and we'll find out what you need to know today. So, yeah, what does Denise need to know today? Hopping around, but then they're not quite coming out. There we go. That's the first one. So we've got the first and the second and the third.
Interesting.
Oh, yes. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So for the problem area, we've got facade. And that is a solar plexus card. And the blockage, the barrier, interestingly, is release. And the solution being, in this card again, has come up for you as your solution, quest. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Quest.
So it's interesting as well because it looks like they're walking on clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And also, so the facade, I think earlier you were alluding to a resolution needing to be made between you, or a solution to an issue, to a situation. So maybe you weren't clear, and that's where the blockages come in. You weren't clear in your actions. You weren't clear in your emotions towards that person. And then the second card, which is
the release, the blockage,
it's in the crown chakra.
So
and in this card, there's a graveyard, and a man standing, holding his head, or a man or a woman, I'm not sure actually, holding the head. But the sun is trying to come out from behind the clouds. So this person who's passed over, that they can see you, they can see that you're struggling with this release, and
It's almost like they're providing light to
Yeah,
kind of show the direction
like there's a little bit of light coming through.
as well, optimism.
Yeah, for you to be able to release what's holding you back, for you to be able to release any words not said. That's what I'm getting with this, guys. There's words that haven't been said. Release those. It's okay. You don't have to stay in underneath that stormy cloud.
And the quest is the solution.
And again, it's nature. It's speaking. It's your throat chakra. Getting out in nature and just it's walking with a child. Yeah,
walking with a child. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's walking with a child. Let me show you this.
And there's a child in this one as well.
And if you look, I don't know,
Is
again, I
that-
don't know
it's
if
the
this is going to
same.
come up, but they're in spirit form, so
Yeah.
they're translucent. They've passed.
Yeah. And then there's a little boy.
Yeah, there's a little boy here as well in this one with the quest card. I thought I released it, but maybe it wasn't clear enough for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe getting out in nature and doing a walking meditation, or if you don't feel
My
your
son's dad. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out and do like a walking meditation. Get that grounding in so that you can really release what hasn't been said.
So it's interesting that the quest card has come up as the solution, and it's your son's dad. So I'm getting the feeling that you're no longer together. So
I feel like he might have passed. But...
yeah. So what I'm feeling from this is about the opportunity of a new, bringing a new opportunity for both you and your son. It's the start of a new journey. Maybe this is an opportunity for bonding between you and your son. Maybe it's about that. I don't know how old your son is. But this is an opportunity for you to kind of unify and solidify your relationship together on this new path, on this new journey, And if it's a young child, I mean, for any individual, when we lose someone, it's always heavy, it's always traumatic, but more so probably for children. Something I can relate to. I was 9 years old when I lost my nan, my dad's mum, and it was really somber moment. It was quite an emotional moment. I remember quite vividly. So this goes back to what we were saying earlier about when things end, there's always a start of something new. And I think that's what this is kind of saying. This is a new opportunity for you both. It's an opportunity for bonding here. He didn't want to let go of our son when passing. We went together, but best friends. Great, fair.
Yeah,
I
think these cards definitely, they reflect, your son, that connection that he has, to his father and to yourself.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for anyone when someone important to them has passed on, that they're not forgotten, and not only that they're not forgotten, but that they're talked about, and that remembered in a way that keeps the memory alive. You know, so maybe you'll have an opportunity to, as you go on this new journey with your son, to keep that memory of his dad alive, and to, you know, to talk about it, because sometimes children don't think they can talk about things because they're sensitive to your thoughts and feelings, you know. So, you know, as adults, as parents, we must be the people that talk openly about these things.
I think also sometimes it's difficult for children to know how to express themselves as well. It certainly conjures up confusion, the sense of loss, you know, not understanding fully what's going on. And I think, whilst we as children, we look up to our parents or look up to those there around us, the adults, for that support, it is important that the child is encouraged to communicate, to convey how they're feeling, even if they don't know how they're feeling, and you create an environment that is quite accepting. And I'm not saying that that's not what you've got, but it's really important that during this particular time, whilst it's difficult what you're both going through, that you create that environment that really encourages them and you as well to communicate and to express how you're both feeling, because he could be feeling things, you might not understand what he's feeling, and you could be feeling the same thing, and you might be able to relate to that. You might be able to kind of connect with that and make that distinction as to what you're feeling, and you might then be able to give some clarity to him through that connection and through that familiarity. So I hope that's been of help to you, and giving you some
bless
comfort.
You.
Comforting tears.
Okay. Love and light to you, Denise. It's we're here again, you know, if you need anything, if you know, just a bit of a chat as well, you know. Yes, we run a business, but we're people too, and if you know, if there's anything that we can help with or support you, just let us know as well.
Reach out for sure.
Sending love and light to you.
Okay, so we have come to the end. Thank you everyone for your questions today. Thank you so much for those that have requested card readings. Thank you for sticking with us, and thank you, Lovely, for our beautiful meditation today. So we'll be back again in 2 weeks' time. We're back in 2 weeks' time.
His turn next.
It's my turn. So I'll be leading the meditation then. So again, just to remind you, if you're in the Surrey area and you're available on the 20th of April, do feel free to come and join us at the Relax and Unwind event. You will need to go through, I'm not sure how will that work, because there's tickets, isn't it? Well, if you reach out to us, if you send us a message, if you're interested in coming along, you're in the area, we'll put you in touch with Adele, who will be able to sort you out tickets and things. Otherwise, we will see you all again very, very soon.
Something else.
What did I forget?
Our own retreat.
Oh, we've got our retreat. We have our retreat as well on the 28th of April. Sunday the 28th of April, also in Surrey, in Bisley. We've got 2 spaces left. Just 2 spaces left. So if you'd like to come and join us for that, again, reach out to us, and
it's all about renewal and restoring. So we're going to have some nice gentle yoga, Reiki, energy work, meditation, planting intentions. Are you going to go back and do the meditation? Oh, well, feel free to let us know your feedback as well afterwards, and enjoy Crystal Rose. But yes, what did I say? Energy work, yoga, little Reiki, meditation,
planting intentions. Yeah.
And us beautiful beings there as
Aromatherapy.
well.
And
Aromatherapy, not to forget
as well.
aromatherapy, yes.
So we've got a lot going on that day. So yeah, if you want to come and join us, then as I say, we've just got those final two tickets remaining. If you want those tickets, if you want to grab them, just drop a message to us and we'll sort it out for you. So anyway, yeah, that's it from us for this week. Lovely to see you all again, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time.
Take care. Love and light, everyone.
Take care, everyone.